All right, so for number 6, we're going to do the same thing. Which one's easier to eliminate? The x's or the y's?
Y. X. Y.
They're about the same.
Oh, I was right.
They're about the same. Now, I'm going to multiply. Here's what I'm going to do. And by the way, there's no right or wrong. I encourage you to try it a different way, and we'll still get the same answer. But what I'm going to do, because the numbers are smaller, I'm going to multiply this first one by 3. So that becomes 6x plus 3y. And what's 3 times 0? 0. And then I'm just going to put down this first equation, 6x plus 9y equals negative 12. The x's cancel. I get 12y equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 12. And y equals negative 1. Now I'm going to go back to the original equation, which was, I'm going to do this one here. 6x, negative 6x, yes. Did I make a mistake or something?
No, but how do you know what to multiply with? Like, at the start when you multiply by 3?
Yeah, so I looked at this and I said, this is negative 6x. How do I make 2x equal positive 6x?
Oh.
And then I was like, well, I just multiply it by 3. Now, some people said you could eliminate the 9, so what I would do is multiply this by negative 9. So the easiest, if you wanted to eliminate x, you'd multiply by 3, and that would give you a positive 6x, which is the opposite of this. So what's the opposite of this?
Negative 9.
Negative 9. So this has a 1 in it. So if I wanted this to be negative 9, I'd multiply the whole equation by negative 9, and that would make the y's eliminate. Does that make sense? Okay. So, and I do it probably quicker than you guys do because, you know, I'm a math teacher and I do it all the time. But you'll get there. By the time we're done with this section, you'll have it all memorized. Will somebody get the door real quick? So then anyways, this is equal to negative 9, or I'm sorry, negative 12. So I have negative 6x minus 9 is equal to negative 12. I'm going to add 9 to both sides. And I get negative 6x is equal to negative 3. Divide both sides by 6. What does negative 3 over 6 reduce down to? It's 1/2. Now, if you don't know that, anytime you have a fraction, just plug it into the calculator. So if you hit math, slide over to the fraction thing, and you put it in exactly how it is, negative 3 over negative 6. First of all, the negatives will cancel. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. If you divide the top by 3, you get 1. If you divide the bottom by 3, you get 2. In other words, it reduces down to 1/2. Okay? Always double check your work on things that might be, I double check my work. Because sometimes I think in my head, oh, this is the answer, and I add when I'm supposed to multiply and stuff like that. Same mistakes you guys make. I forget about a negative sign, right? And we've seen it in class. I make mistakes when I'm teaching you. So anyways, that should be the answer. How do I verify it? Desmos. So we think that the answer is 1/2 comma negative 1. You could just plug it into the equation and see what you get too, but I like to graph them. So I'm going to just plug this into Desmos over here. I'm not going to, I got to look at the thing here. So I'm going to say negative 6x plus 9y equals, I'm plugging in this first equation. Then I'm plugging in the second equation, the original one, 2x plus y equals 0. We said that it crosses at 1/2. And guess what? It does. So when I graph both those, that is what I get. Okay? Does that make sense? Any questions? All right, now we could take